Hey guys, this is Hawk. Welcome back to the channel and to Grounded, where I am not taking no for an answer. I actually just finished recording the last episode, and my intention is to go back to the Haze. I did another lookup just to kind of get an idea of kind of where the lab is. I'm hoping that we'll be able to do that today. I am still equipped with... Well, I changed this into a Splatburst Bomb now. Oh, I've got a whole lot of gnat fuzz on me. That is what I'm currently waiting on to get completed, is I'm just making a ton of the gnat roasts. And I've also got coming a mite loaf, I think it is? Yeah, because this is for attack stamina. So I figured we might as well use one of those meals, and then of course I've got just a ton of the gnat roast then for the purposes of healing while we're out and about. But my intention is to get into the Haze Lab today. So I'm not going to actually have you guys sit through that again, because of course you came along with me the last time when I tried to, head into the Haze and figure out where all I was going and trying to kill the infected weevils, of which we still need one more. You can see in the top left, as a matter of fact, it just popped up. But yeah, we are going to be heading back out there today. So I'm going to hop on my zip line and I'm going to head back over there, and I will join you guys back in once I finally find the thing, and then maybe I can give you guys some information so that hopefully you can find the entrance to the lab when you need it. So I'm going to head out.
Don't look down! Don't look down!
Cool. I finally got the whole way to the baseball. I managed to get all of the appropriate grass stems cut down. I didn't mention here when I was... Whoops. That was a little further than I was expecting, apparently. I didn't mention that I left some of my things over here, and that was intentional. It was because there are things that I either couldn't carry back, or they were things that I was going to need when I came back here. So first of all, we're not going to be able to use the ladybug faceplate. Let's just grab one of these. And it is absurd how many gnat roasts I have on me. That's really the advantage of that. It's crazy how many of those, how many of the gnats you can get if you head up to those light posts in the evening when it's dark out and the lights kick on. All right, so I don't know how long this attack stamina lasts, so let's take a look at it. Oh, a delicious meal has stopped your hunger from depleting for... Okay, that's awesome. So it's got 11... This looks like 11 real-time minutes. That's awesome. Okay. All right. How do I get out of here? There we go. All right. I am, like I said, I'm going to run around until I figure out where I'm going, and I will show you guys once I figure it out. All right, guys. I think I finally found it. Is this thing still alive? Oh, I thought it was dead. It's stuck in the ground. Whatever the case may be, there is... I am right about here, whatever this is, on the map, and I think I just saw it down here. So there's kind of a gully that kind of comes through here, like a small little valley, and I think I just saw it. Hey, there we go. Okay, it appears to be guarded by gnats.
I did this normally.
Okay, the gnats aren't much of a threat. I wasn't sure how powerful they are, because... Does that give you, like, rotten meat? No, just raw gnat meat. Alright, what do I have in my inventory? Some mite fuzz. You know what? Let's throw out the weevil head. Okay, and I believe this is where... I wanted to try to avoid getting... splatter damage. All right, I need my splat burst. Uh-oh. Oh, that was close enough. Thank goodness. I wasn't sure if it was going to be. Alright, I probably don't need the other roast. Okay. Biometric scanner. By the way, one thing I forgot to bring along. The one article I was reading that told me a little bit about this particular lab said that there are sections that are underwater. They said it's not strictly necessary for you to bring along any of the items that help you breathe underwater, but I think it might make it easier. Hey, here's a tape.
Trudy was right, as always. Perhaps she should have been the inventor and not me. I should have listened to her when she insisted that I stop the experiments. But if I pack it up now, I will have nothing to show for it. No Trudy and the kids, no spacer, not even my own health. The longer I'm here, the more I'm lumping up, aging, folding, raisening. But why? What am I becoming? A wrinkly virus, flailing helplessly in the dark with the mushrooms. They are my family now. Though we only branched on the evolutionary tree a little over 1 billion years ago, I can feel us getting closer again already. We're all a bunch of fun guys down here, aren't we? Oh, don't look at me like that. At least no one ever heard of a raisined mushroom, did they? Did they?
Okay, Trudy Blues. That was some... That folder that I just found. This is it appears to be a letter from Trudy. What can I say in this letter that we haven't argued about these last few years? Is there even anything left to talk about? It breaks my heart to admit it, but we need a change. I'm sorry. I just can't take the tears anymore. I can't bear the look of disappointment on our children's faces night after night while pretending it's all going to get better. So we're going up north to my sister's. I need the time to think and decide what happens next. Please don't call. I won't answer. If you want to talk about where we go from here, you'll have to pull yourself away from your work and make the drive. I'll always love you, Wendell. And I hate that we've ended up here, but here we are. Please take care of yourself and don't forget to eat something healthy now and again. Your not yet ex-wife, Trudy. I wanted to take a look at that because I saw that it was from her, which is the first time we've really seen anything from her. This is dark. Did I remember to bring my torch? Oh dear Lord, I did not remember to bring a torch. Okay, I'm gonna have to go find a torch. Or things to make a torch. Alright guys, I had to run an absurdly long way to find sprigs because everything in this area is like dried grass. There's nothing that's alive. So just in case it helps you guys locate this lab, here is where I found the under part of some sort of porch or something, and I mentioned I was wondering what spider lived under there. If you come right out here, I ran right by it several times because I think the second time I came in here, I came sort of this way and I went around this thing. Literally, the lab is right here. So I'm going to try to avoid these things that are going to blow up and injure me. But here's the lab. It was right here. All right. Now that I've got a torch.
Just give me a second to let my eyes adjust to that.
Uh-oh.
Taking a look now.
I am punching that thing. This is not the ideal weapon. I think these guys are actually... Uh-oh. I think they're actually weak to the hammer. Just gonna say, I hear science. Oh, this is... I'm not able to get through there. Okay. I don't know that I want to open that. Okay, so he was growing mushrooms. These are infected mushrooms. These are really infected mushrooms. What in the heck? Okay, I guess let's go take a peek and see what's out here. Things. There's a lot of things.
Nothing like a little science, as I always say.
Okay, he blew himself up. Okay. All right, now, there's definitely science over there somewhere too. I can hear it, but can I shoot this thing? Nope. Requires a chopping tool. See, it's not so much that I would like to chop them. Oh, okay. I would just like to not die to them is more the thing. Granola bars. Some shards. I just opened something. These things respawn way too quickly. I'm assuming that I have to go outside. Just an assumption I'm making. Oh, I forgot I threw a whole bunch of stuff on the ground. I'd like to have the bombardier parts if I can take them. Here, let's eat these.
I guess I thought I did.
And is there anything else that I don't want? I think the fuzz is going to stay, and that acid gland is going to as well. The hoarder in me hates leaving things behind, but I don't know why I'm even eating these, because I'm not hungry, so it's not doing me any good. Alright, so if I actually did have an axe, can I chop these things? Like, can I... I don't know why it wants me to chop them. Oh, it gets rid of them completely. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. That doesn't appear that there's anything back that other direction that I wanted. Okay, so this is the part where it might get a little dark. Because I did not bring one of the slime lanterns along. Hey, Phase 3 results. The mutations in Phase 3 are progressing at rates I can't begin to quantify, and they've spread to the local fauna. Words can't express the sorrow I feel for these simple creatures warped and manipulated into ravenous, horrible, exploding beings. Attempts to reverse or even slow the changes in the strange spores or the creatures it has spread to haven't been fruitful. I'm tasking Burgle with keeping an eye on all of this and introducing security defense procedures to keep this lab safe. Catastrophic as it may be, my confidence in raw science as a catalyst for growth and change is sealed now. Oh, I did know about this. This is the worst time to try to get this out, but ladybugs. I'm gonna run around, I think, here for starters. Whoa, try to avoid her. Okay, that did not work well at all. I just want to get rid of these things so I don't get exploded by them. I'm gonna have enough problems avoiding her. I think she should attack like a regular ladybug when she's not spitting spores. Can I hide behind here? Is this an effective use of this? I think it is. Oh, hey, where did they come from? Did she let them out, or is this like a... Okay, I need to run. I'm not sure why I'm not running. Come on. Oh, shoot. I missed that completely. Oh, my stamina is so bad. I should have tried to block that, but I thought maybe I could just tank her. Okay, now you. Truffle Tussle mutation. Okay, stupid mites. Okay. That was one of the things that had appeared. Thank you very much. I really appreciated that after I'm done with the boss. Anyways, that was what it said in when I was looking this place up, was that there is a mini boss. Oh, hello. There's the chip, and it's got some mites in there as well. Okay, so I understand these things now. Alright, let's equip ourselves with the dagger, because that is, of course, a good weapon against the mites. Alright, are we good on health? Locked. Biometric scanner. Okay, that was exhausting. I don't love how those things spit from a distance. So, anyways, oh gosh, there's so much stuff that's full here.
I'd eat this normally.
Make sure we're fully healed. I got a ladybug head. I don't think I need that. I'm gonna throw that out and take along the mite fuzz and the fungal growth. Seems more important. I mean, I can get plenty of mite fuzz. If I remember correctly, the ladybug head is primarily just to make a ladybug head mount or to make the ladybug head armor, which I already have. So, all right, let's, I was going to say read this quickly, but that is not something to read. Let's listen to this.
This has gone poorly. Very, very poorly. The essence of failure, the pinnacle of its craft. Local fauna? Berserk! Mushrooms? Exploding! My condition? Like a baby toe after a long bath. Burgle, are you there?
Is this a test?
Yes, Burgle, it's a test. Now listen carefully. I'm abandoning this facility immediately. Initiate the Blazed Earth Protocol.
But Dr. Tully, simulations indicate a 95.283% probability of catastrophic failure.
I assure you the percentages are much higher than that. Now do it.
Beep beep boop, beep 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 boop.
Why did you make fake beeping sounds?
You said this was a test.
I was being sarcastic. Ugh. Complete the lab lockdown, blast the canister per protocol, and meet me in the Black Ant Lab.
Cool. I wish I had a torch that would actually work underwater so I could kind of see what is down here. I imagine there's probably, you know, let's try this really quickly. Let's turn the display up pretty high, and we'll see if we can see anything down here while we're swimming. Normally, there's definitely something out there. Because you got to hack your way through it. But I'm going to come back sometime, I believe, for that when I've got... number one, a bubble mask. And also a... How do I get out of here? A bubble helmet and a... lantern. A slime lantern. Okay. Alright guys, well I'm gonna make my way back through the haze to my base. So I'll catch up with you guys shortly. Alright guys, we are back after the Haze Lab, but I have to confess to a boo-boo. A kind of big one, as a matter of fact. You may in fact be wondering, what the heck is this third zip line? What is going on here? Well, I did a dumb thing. After I left the Haze Lab, I paused my recording and I continued about going on through some grinding of resources, and then I jumped back in without unpausing it, so I lost a bunch of things in between. But I actually, the bulk of what I did was just a ton of grinding, so I think I can probably walk you through kind of what happened after the Haze Lab, so that I can bring you up to speed. I did try to go back and see if I had any sort of saves where I could back up and kind of just replay it so I could show you guys everything in action rather than, you know, telling you about it after the fact. And it turns out that my last save was like 12 days before this. And do you know how long it takes to play 12 days in this game? This is really a very cool view. Anyways, so I built this zip line. It was one of the things that I accomplished. I should also mention that after I recorded that last block where I went into the Haze Lab, I actually had to go to work, and I've not played for probably about 2 weeks. And so something significant has happened since then, that the update that I have been mentioning in the one episode, it's actually occurred. So you will see in my inventory, I now have 4 lines of inventory space instead of just 3. And you will also now see you can block with a bow. Awesome. I'm so excited about that. But I built this ridiculous, gaudy looking platform, and that reason is because that I went up here onto the sandbox, and we actually got some antlion parts so that I could make some of the antlion armor, and I wanted to zip line directly up onto here for the purposes of building. This is an invalid surface, so if you try to put anything here, it does not work, which is why, so I either had to, every time I came here, I had to run up the shovel and all the way around the picnic table and use the zip line of Dr. Tully's, or I had to build my own kind of platform up here that had the zip line anchor on it, and then I could actually zip line directly over here if I needed anything in the sandbox. So let's go down here, however, and we'll talk about the fact that I did actually get the burgle chip that was inside the treasure chest at the end of that Minotaur's maze, and I'm going to show you exactly how I did that because, well, I had to Google it. These things are so well hidden that, my gosh, I would have to have endless time playing this game in order to be able to find all of this stuff on my own without using Google. So there's this fancy pipe here, and you will see that we're kind of like, there's the shovel that you walk up onto. Here's the closest bench on it with the lunchbox, and then you kind of cross over to the other side over there, and that takes you to like the igloo cooler that you run up the handle, and then you're on top of the picnic table. So this is kind of right down from there, and if you swim into this exposed pipe, there was either brittle marble or quartzite on this end, and whatever that was, the opposite one was down here. So there was both quartzite and marble, but you can see right here there is a gap in the pipe that if you swim down, in addition to finding some slime stalks that I can use for lanterns later, back here, there was something that I had to slash my way through. It was like those soggy vines or something, and the key was sitting right here. So that's all I did to get the key. So we're going to head up onto the picnic table now for 2 reasons, because I can show you the zip line that I put together up there, and a little bit of the Minotaur's maze itself. And the other thing is that while I'm over here, I would actually like to use the analyzer machine that's here, because while I was building that monstrosity, I was attacked by a bee, and I got a bee stinger, which I've never had before. Or maybe that was up here on the picnic table that I got. They don't normally attack elsewhere. I also managed to kill a black ant and got a black ant head that I haven't had in the past, and so we're going to analyze those things. Oh, and one other thing I should probably talk about while we're on our way up here is that I had mentioned previously that both the sandbox and the charcoal grill, they have a sizzling effect because, of course, hot sand, hot coals, those kinds of things, they give your character a sizzling effect. So I had to look up how to combat that because from what I had always understood about the antlion armor is that the antlion armor gives you the protection against the sizzling effect, but the antlions are in the sandbox. So it's like, you know, what came first, the chicken or the egg? You have to get into the sandbox to get the armor that protects you from the sandbox. So anyways, I had to Google that, and those mints that I keep chopping down, it turns out that if you eat 10 of them in a row, just grab mints and shove them in your face, you will actually get another mutation, and that mutation allows you to combat, let's see, where is it? Fresh defense. A plume of mint dust envelops you and sends a cool wave rippling through your skin. Cells activate a freshness layer to combat the sting of all that stinks and burns. And it gives you gas resist, burn resist, and sizzle protection. So right now that is equipped because I did actually get into the sandbox and I killed a couple of the antlions. But you will actually see if we go back here. I believe this is the way. Put on my crossbow in case the bees come attack me because I can block with this thing now. It's very exciting. So you'll see it's open. I got the burgle chip and I got a milk molar out of there. And I jumped in that root beer can that I said I swore that I heard science inside. Yeah, there was like 1,000 science in there. It was like 2 bubbles of 500 science each. So that's definitely worth getting in there. But I will tell you, you're going to want to do that on your way down, because in addition to the fact that the bees chased me, the bees can fly into that soda can. And when you jump out of the soda can, just getting into the soda can's a debacle, because the end is hanging out over the picnic table. So I had to use my dandelion tuft to float into there. And then I had to jump out, and there was no way I was getting back onto the picnic table. So anyways, that was something to definitely do on the way down. Okay, so we can make a stuffed bee. And a black worker ant mount and a stuffed black worker ant. Okay. All right, so I think I just saw that I have... Yeah, this is about to go bad. Let's go ahead. Oh gosh, they changed the controls on me too. You can see that, like, it used to be that you hit enter to actually consume things in your inventory. It's now the R key. I keep messing that up.
Not terrible.
But this is the zip line of Dr. Tully's that I was able to connect to the one that goes into the sandbox. And of course, sadly, like I mentioned, you cannot connect your own zip lines to these. Otherwise, that would have been much easier. But this is where the antlions are. So let's go down and I will give you a gander at them. They were actually fairly easy for me to combat. I learned pretty quickly that they seem to be like the ladybugs, that when they charge at you from a distance, you can block them. Oh, there's one. They're actually easier up here. They burrow into the sand. Will he come up here? Oh gosh, this. They burrow, and I found that I just run away from it because... So they charge at you just like the ladybugs do. Oh no. Oh gosh, that's what I was worried about. I was out of stamina. And I do not have my health stuff on my bar. Okay, let's hop up here. There we go. Can't attack me that way, can you? Oh, that way you can attack me, though. So I actually got enough of those things that I think I made the entire thing of antlion armor as well. So you can kind of see that I was able to... Oh, they changed this symbol too, by the way, just in case... Oh, and this one. I don't think this was a chair before. This was definitely... It was a shield, not a helmet. So here's the antlion wide brim. Needed 5 antlion parts, 3 silk rope, and a boiling gland. So I had to kill another... bombardier. Couldn't think of the word. The antlion poncho, 3 antlion parts, antlion pincers, and some silk rope, and the antlion spurs, which takes 6 antlion parts. I don't know how that takes way more than like that enormous plume of a hat. Antlion pincers and some bee fuzz. So anyways, I have all of that crafted and back at the house, and I should really put some healing items on my bar. That would be the really smart thing to do. Good job, Hawk. Do smart things. So I think that brings you up to speed. At this point, you can see I got some additional quests from Burgle to kill weevils. I've got 2 out of 5 to kill some water fleas. So I've got the 2 chips. I've got the chip from the Haze Lab, and I've got the chip from the Tasteful Ascent, which is the one from up on the picnic table that we have to give back to Burgle. Oh, I'd also mentioned that this is the update where you can go back up zip lines. I believe you have to unlock that capability. Where the heck is my Duwacky? Oh, it's over here. Sheepers. You have to unlock that. It's not something that you can automatically do. And apparently it harnesses the power of aphids, and it'll put a little aphid in a spinning wheel, like running like a mouse on a wheel, and he is what allows you to go back up zip lines. But we don't have that ability yet. This place, by the way, is apparently like it doesn't have the sizzle effect at night, but it is. What was that? Oh, that's an antlion that's going after a black ant. There are wolf spiders in here and some other, hostile enemies and such. So come in here at night at your own peril, I guess is what I'm trying to say. All right, now that I got my other cookie, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to run back home. And we are going to spend the night at home and probably give Burgle the chips in the morning because I would love to get that completed. And at some point, we need... Bombardier. I also want to make sure I don't walk into the haze inadvertently. We are awfully close to it. Ah! Stinking Bombardier. Anyways, I want to try to get that done to finish out this episode because I think it'd be awesome to get to Burgle and see what other things, sciencey things we can unlock. So let me get back home. All right, guys, I am just getting back home, out of breath. Let's go up and go to bed because then we should be able to finish the episode, most likely, by going and talking to Burgle, our best buddy Burgle. Food. I need to cook some food. Let's cook some food, put a couple things away, those kinds of things. Give me just a second. All right, guys, got my inventory sorted out, got my spinning machines going with some more rope. I also made another grinder at some point. I think that was during the point of the episode where I missed the recording. You will see, too, if you look in here, I've got an absurd amount of plant fiber, and it now stacks to 20. And I do believe that is a milk molar that I applied that was also not on the recording. So we'll take a look at milk molars then, just so that everybody's fully up to speed on everything. Here is the antlion armor, by the way. Swap equipped.
Putting on some more armor.
Let's take a look at ourselves here. Photo mode, I believe, is this way, and then... swap to the free camera. I got stuck, however. Gosh, that's very confusing. Wow. That's some dapper-looking armor we got going on there. Cool. We will not be using that today. My objective for getting the antlion armor was to actually go into not the build menu, the charcoal... the overturned charcoal grill. They have a weapon that is a type of katana that is made from charcoal, so the devs very wittingly called it a coltana, and that's what I would like to make at some point, which is why I was kind of beelining for the armor. Anything else? Food, materials, I don't know. What are you doing over here by yourself? Would you like to go on my drying rack? I bet you would. Actually, I've probably got way too much of the aphids anyway. Are you a weevil? I thought I heard a weevil. Oh, just you? So the block was a little slow on that, maybe because of the fact that... the block was a little slow, I think because I was reloading. That's what I was trying to say. All right, let's go over and talk to Burgle. And then, like I mentioned in the next episode, we will probably be looking to head to the charcoal. No, don't kill him. I want to kill him. Haha! I beat you to it, red ant. Let's take a look really quickly before we talk to Burgle, and we'll look at everything equipped because, like I said, I really do apologize. I do tend to try to be very good about this, and I don't know how I completely missed that I wasn't recording for a long time. So I've got 7,400 science. Oh. We're also in this month only, December treats and sign sets. Look, they've split all of this. They've from the hedge chip, from the red ant hill chip. This used to... Oh, Burgle, shush. They split it so you can actually see this. Like, you can see which things came from which chip. That's neat. All right, well, let's back up here. Milk molars. Let's see what I have. I've got the regular milk molars. I've got 1 in max health, and I have all of the max active mutations. And then for the mega milk molars, I've got 2 into max consumable stack size and 2 into max resource stack size. I probably will not be going into arrow stack size too quickly because this is so slow. It's not really the best weapon to be using for true combat. I don't know. We'll see. But for right now, that is actually what caused the resource stack size. You can see that it stacks to 20. That's what allowed me to put all of the plant fiber in my chest to up to 20, which is why I've got 800 plant fiber in there. Burgle? Oh, there you are. All right, Burgle.
Always happy to see a repeat customer. How can I help you today?
I found another auxiliary chip.
More chips.
2,500.
Thank you.
Go ahead and shove that in your head. Now I'll give...
Hand it over and let us see what I can remember. Much better. Check the ASL Terminal Science Shop for the new recipes.
All right, and I've got another super chip.
My dear Willow Branch, you have come so far on this journey, and you have not died yet. Imagine that.
Wow. You can keep the sarcasm down a little bit.
Hand over the super chip and let us hope for the best. One more time. Processing. Processing. The Haze super chip. Dr. Tully tried deciphering the ageless properties of mushrooms. Disaster struck before he was able to finish. All of these great memories are coming back. Well, well, well. Some good news. A piece to the Ambiguan cocktail recipe is now restored. But not all of it, unfortunately. And I have some strange memory fragments of a Java-matic. Does that mean anything to you?
Okay. No. But, my parents don't let me drink coffee.
Coffee. Coffee. Ah, that is it. It is Trudy's coffee maker. Though I cannot say I have any idea how this fits into the equation.
Is the embiggening cocktail a bunch of things you chuck in the coffee filter and you brew it?
However, we are making progress solving this mystery. But we are still not done. There is one more super chip to go.
Okay. Goodbye, Burgle.
Have an exponentially great day, my friend.
Okay. Cool. So what all did... You can see all the stuff we got done there. That was an extra 5,000 science, too. That's awesome. Retrieve the last super chip for Burgle. So of the quests I've got now, I just got weevils and water fleas. And we will, of course, probably have picnic chip. We will probably expand the... I'm reading things on screen while it says you expanded the science shop. We will probably have another dream tonight. Burgle quest available. I don't know where Weed Killer Peak is. Oh, you know what? Weed Killer Peak is probably somewhere on top of the Weed Killer. The big spray bottle. Those aren't bad, putting those little things down. 12,000 science. Advanced production buildings.
Processing.
Ooh. So now I have a question. Okay, so the oven requires clay, and it requires boiling glands, and it requires, this is charcoal, I'm pretty sure. Would I not get the oven just by analyzing charcoal? Do I have to actually purchase it in the science shop? So the haze shift gives us feather roofs that you use crow feathers for. A cookbook. Fungus spot show. That sounds disgusting. A goopy blend of fungal growths. Packed so tight with nutrients, it's considered a meal. That's attack stamina. Spider slider. That is actually surprisingly not too bad. Critical hit chance. A delicious burger made of various chunks of cooked spider, hearty enough to be considered a whole meal. So I got a bunch of spider chunks, and I have a bunch of aphid honeydew. I don't have a regular berries. I've turned everything into berry leather. Sign set daydream. You can actually build signs and decorate your place, and I probably will at some point, but I don't see the need to spend 4,000 science on signs when I've got other things. And the picnic foodstuffs. Scabby scanner milk molars. That would be awesome. And a mint mace. What is this? A giant club crafted from a chunk of ice-capped mints deals fresh damage on hit, but useless for busting. What is this? So those are the mints. This is the flower petals. What is this goo? I mean, that would be awesome to deal fresh hit. Or, I'm sorry, fresh damage. But I can't make it yet because I don't know what this goo is. But I want this. I think if I buy these now, I will have them endlessly. And I did kind of see, so the holiday tree, if you build holiday trees, you get presents every day or something like that. Oh yeah, mysteriously each December morning, a small gift may appear beneath it. Who could be leaving them? This requires bubble gum, which I will soon have access to. So maybe let's go ahead. It's only 500, right? And, you know what? I want to make sure I have the ability to craft a burgle snowman. That is awesome. So we're going to grab this right away, too. And hopefully that gives that to me permanently. And I think that's going to be it for the moment. There was one other thing I wanted to do that I've forgotten about. It was back at home. I do have the ability... Wait. There's a molar? Where? So I will tell you that I actually did go underneath, kind of, this is something I would have done off camera anyway, but I went over here and I went out through, and I went kind of through the red ant section. I ran down and I got all of the different, oh gosh.
Let's see what we can find.
Yeah, I don't know if it's supposed to be down in there. I didn't drop in here. I went down around where we got the molar and actually went down through, and you can swim through part of it. I have no idea. So I didn't, and I thought I got kind of everything at this point, but clearly not. There's another milk molar around somewhere. All right, let me get back to base. Okay, we are back at home, and I just chopped down a weed on the way just so I have something to put into my grinders. I decided to make the extra one because once we actually get to the point, if I decide to make a building out of mushroom brick, I will be looking to have something that's going to be... What did I grind up? Oh, one of the other things, guys, that you're able to do now is you're able to pull things out of your... Which one is it? Oh, I don't like this one, though. You're able to actually pull from your... Goodness, I don't like that at all. You're supposed to be able to construct things now, like, for instance, if I just decided to put, like, a scaffolding down here, you can see I can build it. I don't have any weed stems in my hands, but I can build it. I don't love that it pulls from the pallets, though. If I'm standing there holding 4 weed stems in my hand, why did it pull 4 weed stems out of my full pallets? Because, you know, I like to keep those full. Whoa.
Taking a look around.
I didn't know you landed all the way up there. Anyway, so the other thing that I wanted to make that I'd kind of forgotten about is I can't make the black ant shovel yet. I already checked on that because I don't have the black ant mandibles. I've got it at some point. I assume once we get into the black ant den, we'll be able to get that with their worker ants. And I believe that is where the last super chip is, so we will eventually get in there. However, in very exciting news, where the heck is it? Black ant shield. No more Weevil shield for us. Let's equip this thing. Wow, heck yeah. That's awesome. And normally during the daytime, I have the shield equipped on number 5. But yeah. I do, again, guys, I do apologize that I didn't take you along, but like I said, primarily the bulk of what I did in the entire, the entire part of the recording that I missed, it was just a lot of grinding. The only thing I actually got accomplished is we killed a couple of antlions, which I did show you, and then, of course, I actually went onto the picnic table and I got the other burgle chip out of there, which I showed you how to do. So I will try to be a little more cognizant of not missing my recordings in the future. I do try to be very cognizant of that because it's happened, you know, more times than I care to admit. But unfortunately, it does sometimes happen. I oftentimes try to just go back and replay stuff if I make the mistake and I miss it. But, well, there's only so much you can do if you don't have a save file that's, you know, is not going to require you to replay like 10 hours worth of content. So anyways, that is going to be it for this one. So guys, I'm going to thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this episode, feel free to like and comment. Also subscribe so that you get notified of future videos. But for now, my name is Hawk, and this has been Grounded, and I will catch you guys next time.